Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Hey, little puppy. Hello and welcome to Vanderwan Gardens. I'm Ken, your friendly gardener, and this is what the garden looks like today. Here it is May towards, the middle, the end. And I got some broccoli and some kale coming up. I'm going to screw these into the corners, and if I need to, I can put some shade cloth on it. These stakes here I put up the other day, I'm going to put some wire in between them so that way I can dangle these tomatoes. Got a bunch of different varieties here. The sticks are on the other side, so I don't know what they are. I got some carrots. It started raining when I was planting them, so I got to separate them out a little bit. So yeah, I got some radishes. I got some lettuce. I just come by and grab a sprig every time I come by here. I got some more beets. So this entire area, I started off with beets from the basement, but then I put in the rest of the package next to it. Over here I got some lavender. Oh, I got some lemongrass. This is what the lavender looks like. It's not just lavender, it's French lavender. And I got some blueberries. So this area here hopefully will be turning into a blueberry bush patch. And the raspberries are going crazy there to the left of the trailer. They're exploding. The bees. The hive on the left was getting robbed. I could tell because there was just a swarm of bees on top of just flying in and out. And I know that the hive on the right is stronger. So I think they were going in there looking for resources. So now everything's back to normal. I just put that entrance reducer in so that way they can just go in and out one by one, and the guard bees can protect it more effectively. I got some pollen powder out for them. I gotta fix up this ginked up fence. I got some potatoes. So I took the old scary potatoes from last year, put them in the root cellar, i.e. the basement, and then about a month before, maybe about March, I put them in the worm bin, and all those nice nutrients in the worm bin made all of these sprouts. So I brought them out here, which of course they're not super happy about, because to go from a basement to the outside is kind of a shock, and I'm not going to try to, what do they call that? Ease them into whatever. They call it tempering. I forget. Where you bring them out a little bit by little bit. So there's the asparagus with some garlic planted in the middle. Some strawberries. That's the bee feeder, bee waterer. I planted some sugar snap peas on both sides here so that way they can climb up this here pole. Some onions from last year. Some more sugar snap peas. And I think that's lettuce from last year. I let the lettuce go. Those are all sunflowers in the pots. Marigolds in the pots. More sugar snap peas. And then over there is some beans. Bush beans are all in that area. Lemongrass from last year. I got a couple of sprigs. Maybe it'll come back. We'll see. These are taller sunflowers in those pots. My Maxigro got a little bit solided, so I gotta stab it, free it up, stick it in some water here, and shake it up so that way I haven't really fertilized this year, but I gotta start doing that. I turned you into a newt. So what I mean by that is, this is a barrel full of grass clippings and water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it cook in here. Got this barrel from Mr. Mike. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna let this ferment for about a month, and then the water is gonna be nutrient dense. So I just turned regular water and grass clippings into newts. I got some tomatoes that I bought from the. I think these are the ones that I bought from the nursery, and rather than put them out into the beds here, I just wanted to make sure that they would bounce back because they had a rough time. I planted some cabbage from seed. I really should have done that earlier. This is another lettuce, kale, spinach, and mixed greens bin. So yeah, like I said, I just come on over here and grab a bite of that kale. Nothing is as good for you as kale, they say. It's a super dense, super fruit, super vegetable, superfood. I got more beets, because I really like them. I got more tomatoes. I love tomatoes. So all of this is going to be tomato. Those are some radishes that, I let some of the radishes go to seed last year in the hopes that I would get like a lot of wild radishes all around here. So those are the only ones that came up so far. I bought a big tomato plant from Home Depot in the hopes that it would, give me tomatoes earlier than the rest of these little guys. And I've already gotten flowers off this. I pinched them off. Here's more broccoli. And here's where a little critter was living. So I filled in the hole, because it's like, no offense, little critter, I'm not going to kick you out in the wintertime, but in the summertime, you got to go. Here's Leo the lemon tree, or Leo the lime tree, and I trimmed him way back because he looked dead for a long time. But then I started seeing little shoots coming out of the stem here. And that told me that it couldn't really add new growth. It was spending too much time trying to grow out of the branches that were up here. So I trimmed it way back to make it have less. So who knows? Maybe he'll just be a shorter lime tree, which I'm cool with. I got a jalapeno down there in the grow bag. Some more jalapenos I bought from the store. Oh, I got to get these cucumbers into the garden because they do not like being in here. And the spinach, I grew all them from seed. So all the rest of these guys I grew from seed. The chile peppers and the red habaneros and the habaneros and the Brazilian orange starfish and the Kang Star lemon starburst. And I realized I didn't start any sweet peppers. So, started some sweet peppers and some bee balm. I got some basil and rosemary back there. Oh, this is an aloe plant that I thought I rescued. I put it into the kitchen, and it spent all winter looking not happy, but certainly not as angry as it is right now. So hopefully I'll bring it back to life. And then another Brazilian orange starfish. So what did the temperature get to last night? 42 as a low. It's 65 now, 71% relative humidity. So the max I got to yesterday was 90. The min was 16? Get the heck out of here. It does say, 16%. Okay. Relative humidity, okay. So, yeah, we had a potential frost yesterday. So I wanted to make sure it didn't get down to freezing. But that's a quick end of May visit. I'm Ken from Vandewan Gardens. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Talk to you later.